no one there. Let me just check that we've come on. You've all gone quiet. Have you all gone in? Oh, you've all gone in silent. That's why I can't hear you anymore.
I've got to do that.
No, it's okay. Okay, I'm up and running. Yeah. I don't like to go too close because I would give them a fright with my big face right up at the front of the camera. Alright, I'm going on to aeroplane. And shut the door. Right, good morning. Give yourself a swing. So what I was saying earlier, I have been doing quite similar things the whole way through. I'm going to do something at the end today which I haven't done for the last couple of weeks, our second balance. I've been reading lots and lots of stuff about balance recently, and I do think we are good at what we're doing. So give yourself a shake, and feet on the mat. Soften the knees and a little bounce. How are they feeling? And then bring your arms up and drop down. Bring the arms up and drop down. And then bring them above you, cast them above your head. Slide to one side and come back, and to the other side and come back. Thank you. And circle with your wrists and hands. And drop the hands down, shoulder rolls back, and shoulder rolls forward, and then chin to chest, let your head hang for a moment. Keeping it there, make sure your feet are parallel, and you're looking down, and then bring your head to centre, look to your ceiling, bring your head to centre, look to the mat, bring your head to centre, look over one shoulder, and to centre, and look over the other shoulder, and to centre. And we'll just do that one more time. So take your head to one shoulder, and then when you get there, just see if you can get a tiny little bit further, and then back to centre, then around, and a little bit more if you can. Taking the head back, hands onto the hips, one foot forward, one foot back, sinking the front knee, and then lift that back heel up and stay. We're just going to push the ball of the foot into the mat strong. And then slowly lower your heel and push the heel into the mat strong. Release that leg off slightly, take the hands onto the front thigh, push in. Give yourself a moment as you push in, feel the stretch start to take effect, and then slowly pull your toes up and just hold them up, feeling the stretch. And then dropping it down, bring yourself up to standing, take your back leg into your hand, leave this bit out if it's something that you don't like to do. And then bring that knee forward, try not to fall. Hip stretch, point and flex the foot at the same time, and then a little circle. And then place that foot down and take the other leg back. Bend the front knee, sorry, the birds are going mad today. Push the heel down. And then lift the heel up and drop down. There's lots of little baby seagulls out there, they're very noisy. And drop down and take the hands on to the front thigh. Sorry, I did it differently there, sorry girl. And then pull the toes up and holding. Place that foot down, get balance, take the back foot into the hand. And then slide it forward, shoulders down, chest lifted, point and flex the foot, circle with the foot, and then place your feet nice and wide over to one side. Drop your bottom, hold on to that inner thigh stretch, go lower the knee if you want to, and then bring yourself over to the other side in your own time, don't rush, do the same. And then bring yourself back up to standing. Well done. Body should be warm. If you need to stop and release something at any point, do so. It's your class, not mine. Do what you need to do today. Drop yourself into horse stance. Do a little pelvic tilt. Keep the shoulders relaxed. Bring the hands into prayer. The elbows come out. And then make that connection through the arms into the palms of the hands, pushing into each other. As you do that, listen to your breath, taking a breath in through the nose and exhale through the mouth. And just hold it for the next few breaths exactly where you are, or decide if you want to go lower than you've started off. You decide. Take a breath in. Exhale, push the palms down. Inhale, bring the arms up and butterfly. Take 2 breaths if you need. Bring the hands back down to the face. Push the palms down. Bring yourself up to butterfly wings. And then bring the hands down. So just changing it a little bit today rather than just coming up and down. Push through the middle, up through the outside. Last one coming up. Push down through the middle, down to the face, through the chest, down through your rib cage, down to the pelvis. And then bring your hands back up above you. Bring the hands out to shoulder height. Bring the arms forward, tap, and open. Now if you come forward, you can arch into your shoulders if you want. As you come back, you can pull them further back than your starting position, or you can just do it nice and softly. You decide if you want to put a little bit more effort into it. Keep the tummy bottom pulled in, keep the pelvis lifted, and open. Thank you. Drop the hands down onto the thighs, circle first, and all the way round. Thank you. Breathe in. And exhale. One more single. And exhale. Make them as deep and as large as you can. And then we're adding on. So we circle from the shoulder. You push forward. And then you bring the hand in and drop down. I don't need to tell you now. And circle. Push. Pull in. And drop down. We're adding on. Circle the sun. Push the wind, open the horizon, and drop. Last one on the other side, full circle. Push to the corner, open to the outside, and drop. Thank you everyone. Butterfly wings up, reach to the ceiling. Let's look up and follow the hands with your gaze as you bring them back down. And then release the feet and walk in. Get yourself comfortable on your mat again. Take any layers off if you're too warm. And then just feel yourself release off for a moment. And then feel yourself connect again. So your feet are strong on the mat, making an imprint. Your knees are lifted. Your hips are lifted. Your shoulders are down. Your neck feels long. And the head lifted and light. Hands down by the side of your hips. To start off. When you're ready, take the hands into prayer, and once again, feel that connection through the arms, through the chest, into the wrists and into the hands. We're going to lift one heel off the mat and drop it down, and we're going to then change sides and drop it down. Now come into your breath as you breathe in through the nose and out through the nose, just as you start to do your lifts. Then get into a little bit of a flow as we go from one to the other with our hips lifting. Thank you. If you want to stay going one to the other, do so. If you're okay, bring both heels up at the same time. Reach to the ceiling with your hands. Extend, but pull your shoulders down. Keeping yourself onto the balls of your feet if you're okay. Rotate the palms out and then drop the hands down to shoulder height. Now I want you to rotate your palms to the back of your room and pulse back 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Heels are still up, and then drop the hands down to the hips again where we started and drop the heels. We're going to do that one more time. As your heels come back down, you probably have to bring your upper body just back slightly. This is probably a little bit further forward than the hips. And then we're going to do the whole thing. So we take the hands into prayer. Elbows come out. If you want to do single legs or just have one heel up, if you want to keep your feet flat on the mat, do so. But if you're okay, up on 2 balls of the feet. Thank you. Reach to the ceiling. Thank you. Rotate the palms out. Drop the hands down. palms back. Palms back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Take the hands down to the hips. Take the feet back onto the mat. Bring your body back. Well done. Morning, Caroline. So, coming into our Egyptian sun salutation. Feet hip distance apart. We're going to do one slowly, one breath. It's not taking us as long to get through this little bit now. Our body's warm already. This is another warm-up section. So take the hands into prayer again, elbows out, lifting your hip bones, nice strong mountain pose. Before we go on, let's just do a little body scan and just think about how your body is feeling at the beginning of this hour. Maybe even different to when you got up an hour ago, or whenever you got up. And just as the body is getting ready for the day. Take a breath in. As you exhale, reach to the ceiling, and as you inhale, lean back. As you exhale, come into chair. With the hands in prayer, the knees bent, the feet nice and strong on the mat. Let's do a little pelvic tilt, bring the shoulders down. Hold that strength between your hands so the palms are nice and strong. Feeling the arms working the whole time. So we don't do weights on this class, but we can still always do arm work the whole way through. Thank you. Breathe in, reach to the ceiling. Exhale, nice small side bend. Inhale, come back. And exhale, side bend. Inhale, come back. We're going to do 2 more, but stay. So we're going to go over to the first side. Give yourself a moment in this position, and then push your arms stronger up to the corner of your room. And then bring your body back. Release the shoulders if the tensed up or crept up. Drop yourself over to the other side. Hold it for a moment and then extend. So as you extend the arms, you really feel the shoulder coming into play and the hip. And then when you come back to center, rotate the palms forward, soften the knees, take a breath in, exhale, skim down, so float down, skim the floor, and come into straight, coming into a roll up. As you come up, you drop your shoulders and bring your arms forward to shoulder height, shoulder width apart. Take a breath in, exhale to the side, inhale, center. Exhale to the side, inhale, center. We're going to do it again, but slowly. So take yourself over to the side. Hold it for a moment in your twist to the side, and then bring yourself back. Perfect. Take yourself to the other side. Hold for a moment. The knees are twisted, but just keep your feet strong. Bring yourself back. Reach to the ceiling, both arms shoulder width apart. Bring yourself into your full chair position. Again, altering your hips. If you feel that your bottom's being pushed out behind you, lift the hip bones up, push your tailbones downwards. Keep the shoulders strong, upper back strong, arms strong. Reach to your ceiling, straighten the legs, take the palms together and drop your hands down through your face to your chest. Relax yourself off. Give yourself a shake. We're going to do it quicker. If it's too quick for you, then just keep going at your pace and we will all get there in the end roughly about the same time. So take the hands into prayer. We're holding strong. Take a breath in here and exhale, reach to the ceiling. Inhale, lean back. Exhale, come into chair. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, side bend. Inhale, center. Exhale, side. Inhale, center. Exhale, roll down. If you need to take 2 breaths on this one, please do. I need to. Skim the mat. Start to bring yourself back up. Drop your shoulders, breathe in, reach forward. Exhale, side. Inhale, center. Exhale, side. Inhale, center. One more. In a breath. And middle. To the side. And middle. To the ceiling with your arms. To chair. Lift your hips up. Hold it for 2. Don't hold your breath. Keep that breath going. Breathe in, reach to the ceiling, and exhale, bring the hands back down. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Shake yourself off, and then when you're ready, bring your feet out into your wide stance with your feet at 10 to 2. So next little bit of footwork as we've been doing today. We're doing lots of foot and arms. bring yourself into horse stance and just think about where your tummy is. And very easily, it's easy just to bring your shoulders forward slightly and not have this connection in the middle. So just to have your hand on your tummy and the other back of your hand on the base of your spine, just tilt yourself up slightly. Feel that core start to connect, and then bring your hands back into prayer. Well done. We're going to bring one heel up and hold it up and drop down. Now, if you feel that you're getting cramp at all with these lifts and lowers, the body should be used to it now. We've all been doing quite a few of the classes, even though we've all missed some, including me. And drop down, and lift up, and drop down. Actually, no, not in July, we've not missed any. And drop down. And then lift one heel up, and then lift the second heel up, and we're holding. We've had lots of classes in July, just ignore me. And holding, and breathing, enjoying, and drop. Drop the hands down, bring yourself back up to straight legs, and then we're going to come back into that lifted heel position. Keep your feet flat if you've had enough. We'll add on a little bit of arms. So drop your bottom down, take the hands into prayer, lift one heel off the mat, lift the other heel off. If you feel that that's not for you, drop your feet, take the hands up to the ceiling, open the hands in a V, pulse out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Bring the arms together. Bring the hands back down through the face and drop the heels. Straighten the legs. Give yourself a moment again. Bend the knees. Last one. Lift one heel. Lift the second heel. Keep your feet flat if you want. Bring your arms out. I want you to rotate your palms to the back of your mat. Pulse back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Drop the hands to the thighs. Drop your heels. Bring yourself back up. Take the hands onto your hips and just ease your hips off a little bit, taking the weight from side to side. Thank you. And then bring yourself back to the centre and parallel your feet. And just have your feet towards the back of the mat now. So some of you have been doing this at the back of your mat already because you know what's coming. If you need to move, feel free to. And then we're coming into our next section. So reminding, flat back, upper rotation, and then down to the mat, lower rotation from side to side. You can miss one out if you don't want to go all the way down. So when you're ready, take a breath in. Exhale, fold forward. I'm just going to stay there for a moment, doing a little body scan. So our feet are strong on the mat. You've got equal weight through the whole foot, so don't roll in to the inside of the foot. Your spine is long, your tummy's pulled up. Your shoulders are away from the ears, and pull your shoulder blades in together at the back. Two options. You can leave your hands on your hips if you feel that that gives you a little more support into the back, or you can bring your hands into prayer in front of your chest. You decide. Take a breath in here. As you exhale, rotate your upper body around to one foot and hold. You're trying to keep your back flat, but you might have a little arch in it. And then slowly bring yourself back to center. And then take yourself slowly again to the other leg. And just give yourself a moment. Now we'll come back to center, and this time we're going to go around same, but we're going to try and go a little further. If you don't want to go further, go to your first position. So take a breath in. Exhale, rotate. Inhale here, and exhale, rotate a little more, and I can use my elbow just against the kind of the outside of my hip to support that side. Is my elbow that's coming around can just come a little bit further. Hopefully that makes sense. And then bring yourself back to center. slowly. Take a breath here. Use your exhalation to get you to the other side, and then just breathe normally for a moment, and then take a breath in and exhale. See if you can just rotate a little more. We're all going to be different. And then when we come back to center, we're going to take our hands onto our thighs. Push your bottom out, bring your chest up into a wide leg cow. And then I'm going to turn my hands inwards and arch into a wide leg cat. And from here, push yourself back up to standing. Well done. If you want to bring your feet in and let them come back out in a moment, then do so. If you're okay where you are, stay exactly where you are. And now we're coming down to the mat. We'll do it flat back first, then down, and then rotate. Do to your own ability. So this one I'm going to take my hands onto my hips to start. Take a breath in. Thank you. Roll forward. Stop for a moment. Feel yourself strong. Take a breath in again. Exhale, take the hands to the mat. And take as long as you need to come into your wide leg forward fold. So, wide leg forward fold, the legs should be straight, but if you need a little bend, we're allowed that. Your bottom should be pushed up towards the ceiling, and your chest and your head coming down on each exhalation, down towards your mat. It doesn't matter how low or high you are. You're working to how your body wants to today, and that is as far as you should be going. When you are ready, when you've got yourself as low as you think, walk your hands, keep breathing normally, to one foot. Doesn't matter which one. Now some of us are keeping our hands just in front of our foot. That's good. Some of us are going to take one hand behind the ankle, the other hand comes across the front of the foot. And then use your breath to bring your chest and your head down towards the outside of the knee. So it sounds a lot more complicated than it is, and we've been doing it for a few weeks, so you all know what you're doing. And then bring yourself back to the center of the mat, slowly. When you're there, just make sure your feet are still parallel. If you've got to adjust them, do so. And then start to do your walk to the other leg. You're trying not to bring your head up too high as you're doing your movement. And then take the other hand, either two hands in front of the foot or one behind the ankle, one on the foot, and then drop the head to the knee. Most of you are there already. And just hold it. Don't hold your breath. Feel the stretch up the backs of the legs. Feel the waist. Twist it around, so stretch. And then bring your hands back to the center of the mat. We're going to release off one more time. So we're going to bend the knees. Take one hand onto one thigh, one hand onto the other thigh, and bring yourself back up to standing position. Well done. If you want to bring your legs in and then go back out, do so. If you feel okay, just start to release your hips slightly. We'll do a hip circle in a moment, but we'll just stay with this one just now. But as I said right at the beginning of the class, if you need to do something more to ease off, then do. So our legs are at the back of the mat. We're going to do a wide leg downward dog. A wide leg downward dog is easier than our regular downward dog, but again, adjust it to you if you need to. Take the hands onto the hips, take a breath in, fold forward. Enjoy the moment. When you're ready, take one hand to the mat, followed by the second. And then walk the tips of the fingers to the front of the mat. If you need to have claw fingers, that's fine, but just watch as you walk forward. So if you can place the palms on the mat, that would be brilliant, but as I say, it's optional on how you have your hands. Now I'm going to release the heel of the hand to where the tips of the fingers are. Let your head drop a little bit, and just take a note of your feet, and they should still be flat, with both the ball of the foot and the heel nice and strong, making an imprint. As you walk forward, your weight comes forward, And then when you feel the heel wanting to lift, stop walking, bring the head between your elbows, and then physically feel that you're pushing your heels and making that stronger imprint. You'll feel the stretch go from the top of the legs down to your feet. You should feel a nice stretch in the base of the spine. Try not to arch through the upper back in any way. Keep that nice and long and flat and wide. And hold your wide leg, downward dog, just for another couple of breaths. Eyes can be opened or closed, but keep your breath going. Don't hold your breath. Enjoy the last breath and start to walk back in your own time. When you're ready, bend both knees, hands on thighs, and push yourself back. Really slowly, please. We were down for quite a while. And then walk your feet in 2/3 of the way. Nice. Haven't lost anyone. Good. Circle. Whenever I'm looking at my mat quite a lot, I hope you're all still there when I come back up. And then I'm just going to do a couple more today because, as I say, we had it a little bit longer now that we all know what we're doing. And then come back into hip distance apart for our second balance, and actually our third balance, because we did our heels off the mat straight and our heels off the mat wide. So now we're going to start back off, lifting and lowering our feet. Then we're going to come up to a tabletop, and then we're going to open our knees out to the side. So we've added on a new third little bit. Take the hands onto the hips, feel yourself nice and strong. Lift one heel up and swap and swap and swap. Thank you, swap. And just see everyone going up and down slightly. And swap. Can't see your feet. And then with this next one, drop the heel and lift your knee up. And we're going to hold it for 5 and 4 and 3. Actually, I've just noticed I'm leaning right to one side, so I've tried to adjust myself. And drop. Let that weight come onto that foot. The weight shifts slightly onto the hip, and then bring the other knee up. And we're holding for 5, hips and shoulders stacked. 3 and 2 and 1. Step down. So when you're ready, we're going to lift with this first knee up again. Then we're going to open that knee around. So let's lift that knee to tabletop. Depending on how your lower back is and how your hips are, open that knee out. And some of you will get much further than me, and some of you will just be off centre line. You decide. Take one arm out. Take the other arm out. Rotate the palms up. Bring one arm up. Take the second arm up. Hands to prayer. Hands to chest. Knee to front. Leg to the floor. Well done. So we're just doing it step by step. So hands on your hips. Bring the second knee up. Holding it in tabletop until you feel balanced. Take the hands to prayer. Open the knee out. Again, one side might be easier than the other. I know I'm not going nearly as far as I used to be able to. Take one hand out. Take the second hand out. Rotate the palms up. Take one hand up. Take the second hand up. Palms together. Hands to chest. Knee to the front. Step that leg down. Well done. Take yourself back into your circles. Then I'm just going to do a little standing cat-cow. So bring your feet back into hip distance apart. If you're still doing circles, just do as long many as you need. And then take the hands onto the thigh and just let it arch up. Bring your hip bones up, up, up towards your rib cage. Arch into your upper back. Bring your chin to your chest. Keep keep your breath going nose-nose, then take a deep breath in through the nose. And as you exhale, transition into standing cow. It should feel a nice release. You can push your bottom up as high as you want. Push your shoulders down, lift your chest up as high as you can. Take a breath in. As you exhale, bring yourself back up to standing. So, last time we're going to bring our legs wide to come and do our warrior two. Then we'll do our salute to the sun, our salute, and we'll do our extended angle. Got there. So, bring your feet back out. See, last time you got to wide legs. And then we're going to rotate whichever one you're leading with. Thank you. As you bring that to 90, bring your hips back. If they've swung round a little bit to that front leg, bring your arms out to shoulder height. Keep your arms down if you've had enough. And then drop your knee, and then you can widen your back leg further out once you get your front knee stacked above its own angle. So, back foot can be 45 or parallel, you decide. Thank you. Take the eyes to the front hand and just hold, but not tense, and listen to your breath. Keep your gaze soft and your breath strong, so you can really hear it in your place of exercise. Now I just want you to take your head today back to centre and then rotate it all the way to the back hand. So another little neck stretch. And then bring your head back to centre and take it to the front hand again. Take the back arm down onto the thigh. Reach up with your top arm. Take a breath in, and then as you exhale, push that back hand down. If your lower back is sore, don't push your hand down. Just keep yourself in your first position. Let's hold it here for a couple breaths. Listen to your breath. And then transition into your extended angle. The hand comes on the thigh. The back hand comes up to the ceiling, and then it reaches over into your 45-degree angle. The chest should be facing forward, not towards the mat. Thank you. Drop that back, the top hand, back down to the back leg, and then slowly transition back into your salute, holding and breathing. And then last one again, nice slow transition today. Take the hand to the thigh, the other hand comes up, then reach over, and once you reach over, feel that's when you're really extending from the weight of your foot at the back to the tips of fingers above your head. Drop that top hand down. Well done everyone. Parallel your feet. We're going to come in just a little bit. Hip lifts and lowers. And then take your feet back out, and we'll take your other foot to 90, being the leading foot. Bring your knee above that ankle, bring your chest and hips back to the front long edge, bring your arms out, take your eyes to the front hand. You've decided what you're doing with your back foot, obviously, parallel or 45. Hold it for a moment. Don't grip with the front toes. I've just lifted my toes up and placed them back down. I felt that grip just coming in. And then rotate your head to the back hand. But it should feel slow and comfortable. And then bring your head back to your front hand. And then we drop the back arm. We bring the top arm up. And if you want to, you push the back arm further. If you don't want to, you hold it where it is. Try not to tense into the neck. Bring yourself slowly back to center, and then lean onto the thigh. Reach up with your arm. Keep the chest open and forward. Strong foot on the back leg. Strong body, lengthening up to the tips of the fingers. Transition slowly, take that top arm back, and then we start to come into our salute. Slowly, slowly. Push the back hand further if you want to. Keep it exactly where it is. Don't grab hold of the leg. Just place the palm on the leg. And then transition last time into our extended angle before we go down onto the mat. Extend, feel even right from the hip, down to the foot, from the hip up to the tips of the fingers. Strong. And then bring yourself back. Well done. Thank you. Walk in. Slowly. Onto all fours on the mat. We'll come into child's pose and a frog stretch, and then we'll continue with our upper plank and our downward dog. We are nearly there. Over halfway. So don't rush to come onto your mat. If you need a drink, please help yourself. Thank you. Nice. So let's come into child's pose. I'm keeping my hands forward always for my first one at the moment. I like to have my head a little bit higher to start off. And if you suffer from reflux, then you should always try and keep your head up the first time you come into this. And then just slowly, as you know that you feel okay, you can drop your head down to the mat. So again, it's just another adjustment that we're doing as we continue our journey in yoga. And enjoying your child's pose. And then bring your knees nice and wide. Bring your hands forward. Drop the head down between your elbows. If you're happy now, drop your forehead down onto the mat. Try to keep your bottom down to your feet. Try not to take the weight onto your knees. And then just walk each hand one by one a little bit further forward, just to feel that stretch across your upper back, through your arms and right into the hands and fingers. And then soften the arms, bring them back, bring your knees back into the centre and come on to all fours for your cat, cow, upper plank, downward dog. So here we go, last little bit. So arch up into cat in your own time, don't rush. And really feel your spine. Just going to bring my hands back a little bit. Really feel your spine start to arch. And as the spine arches, you're pulling your tummy button up, just trying to get the internal organs to have a little movement. And then slowly transition to flat back, and then continue into your cow position. And again, just take your time to try and push your bottom higher, drop your lower back lower, lift your chest higher, push your shoulders down, lift your chin and face up, and then flatten your back. If you need to do another couple of cat-cows, then do, and if you'd rather do cat-cow than upper plank, then continue with cat-cow. Or just go into half plank. So half plank is when we take one leg back, extend through the ball of the foot out through the heel. So you're doing a half plank. Then bring that knee in to do the other side. We can all do this. If you're going to continue into full plank, we take the second leg back now. We do a pelvic tilt. Our shoulders are wide, our chest is open, our hands are flat or on knuckles. You can be on your forearms. And holding for 5 and 4. So again, doing upper body strength. 5, 4, 3 and 2 and 1. Drop the knees, relax the feet. Keep the hands where they are and just drop your bottom back. Let your head come between your elbows. We're going to do one more. So if you don't want to do your second one, you can stay here or come into a full child's pose. If you're okay, the hands are where they should be. Bring yourself back up. Rotate bring your shoulders forward again so that they are directly above your wrists. Take one ball of the foot onto the mat, extend through the heel. Take the other one up now. Pelvic tilts, please. And we're holding for 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Perfect. Drop the knees. I want you to arch into cat, just really slowly. Again, if you don't want to do downward dog, you're going to stay doing cat or child's pose, or roll on your back, bring your knees in. Now this will be our last one on this side. And we're coming into downward dog. Last one of our yoga. We're going to take our toes onto the mat. We're going to lift our knees up. We push our bottom up. We bring our head back. And our heels are probably off the mat. Then start to do your walking dog so that you can give your legs that chance of being able to really stretch out, just doing it one at a time. So again, an alteration that we can always do if you don't want to do your full downward dog. Just do one leg at a time. The weight comes over slightly. Watch your hips. Those of you that are okay, both heels up, both heels down onto the mat. That's optional. You don't need to do it for 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Drop the knees. Relax yourself. Flip onto your backs. Well done. Let me look at the clock. Good. So I'm going to do a little stretch out, and then I'm going to do our balance that we did at the beginning, but we did this routine. I haven't done it for the last few weeks. I was doing waist twists. So we're just going to come up and come into our half boat. So, holding on to your shins to start off. Don't rush to get into your release position. We have lots of time, and then head from side to side, and just feel your neck release. Feel your face soften, eyes to the closed or open. We're not quite ready to release off properly. Take the hands onto one shin, take the other leg to the end of the mat. Pull that shin in towards you. Feel the hip stretch. And then bring your second one in to join the first one. And then swope over, releasing that leg out to the end of the mat so that you're holding your other shin. And then place both legs out to the end of the mat. Bring your arms up and behind you. Lift your lower back off the mat. Full body stretch. Bring one arm forward and down onto the mat. Bring the other arm up and forward to the mat. Lean onto your elbows. Push yourself back up nice and gently, and then bring your knees in. So say we're going to come into a little balance. You don't need to do the whole thing. Just work to your own ability. If you want a little bit of cushioning behind yourself, you can use a cushion, or you can just roll your mat so that you've got more there. I find sometimes for a balance it's actually more difficult when I've got something behind my back. But if your back's sore, give yourself that extra assistance that it may need. Take the hands onto the tops of the knees and just bring your chest up and forward so that you feel your spine lovely and straight. Pull your shoulders down away from the ears and pull your tummy buttons in. And then from this position, just start to lean back until your arms are straight. Now I don't want you to come into a C curve. We've been doing C curves and our zigzag position, so today's a zigzag position. I want you to bring one foot up, holding on to the knee as you do so, and just hold. Core having to start to work. We're doing crossover, and then drop down. Bring the other leg up, and hold. Your gaze is just forward. Don't sink into your hips. Keep your hips open, and then drop down. Now I'm going to add on, so I want to take the hands now to the backs of the legs, so just behind the knee. If you want to do the first part, single legs come up and drop. Other leg comes up and drop. We're going to do both feet. If you don't want to, just do singles. First leg coming up. You either drop that and bring the other one, or you bring the second one up to join. Bring your shoulders down again if they've crept up. I think mine did. Reach forward with one hand, that's an option. Take it back onto the leg and do the other hand, or do both hands forward. We're holding for 5, and 4, and 3. There's lots of options, and 2, and 1. Hands behind the legs. Place your feet on the mat. Pull yourself back up again, and then hug onto the backs of your legs and let your face drop down onto your knees. Well done, everyone. So last balance of the day, but started to think about our core. And then I want you to come up and flip onto your front. So we're going to do some tummy, bottom and leg exercises lying on our front. We're all different. Some of us have not done these for ages. I did do some last Monday, but we weren't all here last Monday. Hands one on top of the other at the front, and just let your head, your forehead, drop onto that top hand. So we're going to come into it nice and easy. I've got lots of different options. Pick which one is okay, and that's more that it's okay for your lower back. So let your upper back feel really heavy and wide, and feel your tummy just spread out on the mat underneath you. And then going back to what I used to talk about many, many years ago, you've got a little drawing pin underneath your belly button, and it's facing up towards you, and you're just pulling your belly up so that the pin is not pushing into you. Now, your tummy may move, it may not, but your core will be moving. So just lifting it up and holding it up, and then let it relax and feel the difference on lifting and releasing. Now I want you to do it the second time, but this time be aware of what's happening in your upper back. It's really easy to start to lift your tummy, and then you kind of tense into your shoulders and upper back. So I want you to imagine you've got a big heavy plank of wood across the upper back, and it's keeping it flat and wide. Then take a breath in, and as you exhale, you're lifting your tummy off that drawing pin and holding your core strong. And then we're going to relax it all off. My next one, I'm going to lift my tummy button up, and then I'm going to lift my head with my hands just off the mat and no more. So, my body is long, my hips are parallel to each other, I've got my heavy place on a heavy bit of wood across my upper back, plank, and then I'm lifting my tummy button up, hold it up, take a breath in here, keep the tummy up. As you exhale, lift the face and the hands off the mat, and inhale, drop. Exhale, lift up, inhale, drop. Exhale, lift up. Now, if the breathing feels confused, as long as you are not holding your breath for too long, I'm happy for you to do anything, as long as your tummy is pulled up. And if it's easier to do this nose breathing and not nose-mouth, then that's another option of just getting the feeling of the tummy lifted and the chest and the hands lifted, so the core is working and we're strengthening our back. And drop down. We're going to do 2 more. And drop. Let yourself relax. Everything's released. Rotate your head to one side. Let the temple rest on your hands. And then rotate to the other side. Bring yourself back. So now we're going to keep our head down, and we're going to lift and lower our legs. We're going to lift and lower alternately, but we want to keep our tummies pulled up. So we've got that heavy plank on our back again. We've got the drawing pin underneath our tummy, and we're going to hold our tummy up off it. And then when you're ready, take a breath in. As you exhale this time, lift one leg off the mat and drop. Exhale, other leg off, and drop. Now you can pinch your bottom and hold it tight, but don't, as you do that, tense up into the wrong part of your bodies, and that might just make that upper back start to tense. So try to keep your bottom relaxed if you can. And drop. We're still going from side to side. I'm having a look, I can only see certain bits of you, and some of you can only see your wounds now. And drop. And lift up. And drop. And if I do this next one, that's an even number for me. And drop down. Relax. This time, I want you to lift and lower your hips up and down on the mat. For our second one, lifting our chest off. So this time, we've got our legs nice and parallel. We're taking the hands away from the head and we're bringing them out to cactus arms. So our elbows are going out from our shoulders and our palms and our forearms are in chin tucks, nice and wide, either side of your mat. The forehead is on the mat. Take a breath in. As you exhale, pull that tummy up, shoulders nice and flat. Inhale here. As you exhale, we bring the chest and the arms up. And we drop. Chest and arms up. And drop. Again, don't let the breathing feel complicated. As long as you're pulling that tummy up, and you're not bulging out in your tummy, you're good to go. Drop. Tummy stays up. Exhale, up. Inhale, drop. Exhale, up. Inhale, drop. The last one. Exhale, up. Not the last, it's the last exercise, but not the last one of this. We're doing two more. Sorry if you gave up. And lift. Last one coming up now. And release. Bring your hands in front of your face. Let your head relax on your hands just for a moment. Well done, everyone. Slightly different change to the end of the class while we're doing it on our front. As I say, I've been a bit lax with doing exercises that way. I'm always very aware of how our lower backs are, but over this week you can tell me how it's been, and I'll do the same on Wednesday. Bring your knees in when you are ready. Let your head roll from side to side. We're on our countdown to the end. And then take the hands onto the knees and just pull them in. Feel your lower back come right off the mat. And then relax them back down. And then do that one more time. Just pull the knees in. Feel that lower back come off the mat. And drop down. And then just do nice soft circles. As small or as big as you want. As long as you just feel it's a lovely release. And you're not putting any pressure on anything, any part of your body. Lovely, lovely. Whichever way you're going, go the other way. Remember, you just get a little bit more stretch as you pull your knees up through the outside rather than pushing away from you. And then place the feet on the mat. Bring one knee in, give it a hug, and then slide the hand around the back of the calf. Bring that leg up towards the ceiling and then pull in. So again, we're just doing another little stretch into the hip and into the bottom. And then while you pull it in, just point and flex the foot in this position today. And then drop that down. Bring the other one in. Give it a hug. Slide the hands around the calf to lift that leg up. And then pull your knee, your leg down to feel that stretch in the hip. It shouldn't be painful in the knee. The knee should be softly bent. And then point and flex. And I'm just going to finish off with a happy baby today. If you don't want to do happy baby, go straight into your lying down position. But if you're okay, bring both knees in. Take the hands up to your toes if you can. It's not for everyone. Push your heels up, pull your toes down, and just finish off with your happy baby stretch. Start the week. I think the weeks are just going so quickly. Scary. And then drop yourself down into your Savasana. Let the legs drop out to the side. Let your shoulders widen. Let the elbows relax. And let your hands be where they want to be. So they might be by the hips or resting on your tummy. Just make sure that you're comfortable. If the lower back is sore, you know you need to bend either one leg or both. And then close your eyes. And we're going to take our breath back to nose. And two things. Firstly, you're going to listen to the sound of your breath in your exercise space. And secondly, you're going to do a little body scan from the top of your head to the tip of your toes, and try to remember how your body felt at 10 o'clock, how it does at 11 o'clock, to take you into your day. Be aware of the chest and the rib cage expanding and contracting. Also be aware of the face, soft and relaxed. And allow yourself to enjoy another few breaths. Gently just feel fingers and toes move. And then slide your feet into the middle at the end of your mat before you slide one up, followed by the second. And from this position, just shift your hips outwards and roll onto your side. Well done. Thank you, everyone. Monday exercise done. Give yourself a clap. So I'll be here Wednesday as normal. Those of you that can stay on today for chat, please do. The rest of you, off you go to do what you're doing on the Wednesday. On a Monday, and I'll talk to you Wednesday. Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, Lizzie.
Thank you. That was quick.
That was great.
Thank you.
Lizzie.
Bye bye Facebook.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Bye.
Thanks, Lizzie.
Julie. Bye. Oh, bye, Hills. Enjoy your holiday house.
I will.